If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Tar Heels ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas A&M's offense will have the football first. From the gun, the ground game. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Rice. On the move to his left. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for a few. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Aggies with the 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team. You want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job on it.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Rice. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They just keep firing. Quarterback now breaking the field. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he
luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So North Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
And man, that's a great job by this defense, using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Touchdown, Aggies! Special teams proving to be special.
Man, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Makes the quick grab. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. The big explosive play put them right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
There he goes. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back in the coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go. And they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now he's looking to throw it. Under fire. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Looking to pass. It's Rice. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Leaves it with the running back. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not wide enough to move the sticks, and it's 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it.
Bro, what the fuck? Are you that slow?
On 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Off play action on 1st down. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Ash.
How the fuck did he get hung up?
Zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete.
They will not let me tag that.
The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That 3-touchdown lead has been cut to 7. The momentum has shifted, and now a chance to get it back on this drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Dropping back, it's Rice. Gonna take a shot at this DB.
Come on, Derek.
Again, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got his man. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high,
Sorry, like, about to say, bro, like, god damn, dog.
Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the
He didn't grab a fucking pick.
And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch near the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Lawrence.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most times in those slot positions.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Behind the chains now on second and long. To the air, it's Rice. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing.
Oh, it's a fumble, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Aggie!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead.
Tossed up that bit.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being
y'all gotta get out the fucking gas.
That way, but dude, if you put a good drive together,
My nigga had a V-line
game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just feeds the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
All kinds of room to throw that.
I don't understand how y'all niggas ain't playing your fucking song.
But not before he picks up the first down. And the Tar Heels have moved it inside the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a space. Grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown,
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He fires to the left.
Man, get the fuck out of here, dog.
Complete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
God, this game's so fucking gay.
Here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Rice. Oh, they're after him. This time it's complete.
Nigga wide open and y'all overthrow.
Out to the 33 and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. Quick step and go. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely front.
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here.
You ain't so fucking gay.
Pass turns it over in their own end. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. First down for this offense. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense...
That was nice.
Down Tar Heel. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led...
Bro, what the fuck is wrong with this quarterback?
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but
like, goddamn,
has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here and take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Scanning the field, it's Rice. Here's a heat. On the move to the right and looking.
Bro, these niggas ain't even attacking the fucking ball, dog. That's the shit that's starting to piss me off.
In the first half, they're trying to find a way
like, goddamn.
points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Got his man on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his
legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for the whole game.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Yeah, you got to be fucking shitting me.
And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure.
Oh, he's got some space.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Looking for a man. It's Rice. Rushes on him. And he
Oh my God! This game's so fucking gay, dog. Nigga made that nigga slide. Made that nigga fucking slide. Are you fucking serious?
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Well, just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
Pressure coming.
Can't do fucking shit.
It's a sack, and what a stop for this.
Can't do fucking shit with these trash ass niggas, man.
Wants to throw on 1st down. A little release to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long.
That receiver is going to think twice about running that same route again as this game goes on, because he just got lit up. I'm not even sure how he held on to that ball.
The short hand. It's Ash. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Fires to the big fella, and he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left.
Oh, let's go, nigga.
Picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got it and still on his feet. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Quarterback adapting. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal.
What is getting so fucking gay, dog?
After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game.
God, this nigga is coming hot off that bitch every fucking time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down. Offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Rice. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Trying to keep this drive alive. They get him to the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a 1st down.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the 1st down.
It's caught. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the left. There he goes! They get him on the ground, but not before
Get him out of there.
All the way to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly.
Bro, you mean to tell me this nigga?
And those sting for offenses, man.
I be telling you, dog, this game's so full of shit, dog.
Touchdown, it's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Again, get the.
Trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's
I swear, dog, this game's so fucking janky, dog.
At home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive, so many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorsteps. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off.
Converts on 4th down, still going.
I gotta get see what the fuck up with my quarterback, dog.
They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They've got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3.
That nigga ain't catching shit.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Pulls it in. It's Ash. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know.
Bro, how?
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Rice. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out.
Oh, nigga trash though. Trash. I got down for that.
And that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart, understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
Oh, what a cut! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll give it to him again. Picks up the first down, still moving. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lawrence. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, and now you get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to...
Oh, my God, that was right there.
And they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looking downfield on first down.
Oh.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Picked up
That's what we needed.
on that return, but
That's what we needed.
by this defense to
That'll
get
do
the
it.
football.
Oh,
They've got
good.
the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The handoff keeps working on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He'll run it again. Turning it on! They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Back to throw, it's Rice. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? It is amazing what you can do with your roster if you just refuse to have... Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They